Now, over the past few years, I've spent hundreds of dollars in add-ons for the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I've spent 11 Australian dollars on the Sumadan Airport add-on, for example, 2 years ago. And of course, now that Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, the new one has come out, I of course asked myself, well, okay, are those dollars going to be lost? Are those add-ons not going to be compatible? I mean, it's true, FSX add-ons are definitely not compatible with the new Microsoft Flight Simulators. But everybody, I'm pleased to tell you that, well, they work relatively well. Right now, I have the Orbeck scenery installed into the community folder of the new Microsoft Flight Sim, and as you can see, it looks and works great. And what do we have behind us? Yes, everybody, the famous Fenix A320. They came out a few years ago and practically took over the whole world of flight simulation because it is the most immersive A320 add-on we've ever seen for any flight simulator. And it's quite crazy to see that they have only after a few days of release of the new flight simulator already come up with an update. I've just installed the Fenix Sim A320 into the new simulator without any extra charge, which is something that not all developers can promise. For example, PMDG, who made their brilliant 737s, haven't been able to promise free of chargeness. In fact, they say, depending on how much work it is to port the new planes into the new simulator, they will maybe have to make even a paid upgrade. Fenix Sim, however, has already come up with it, and it works relatively well. Now, of course, it doesn't use new features like, the walk around mode is quite useless. There's no pins here. This right here is the default A320, which Microsoft made together with the INI belts. It's an amazing add-on. That's what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to have engine covers. You're supposed to be able to do, walk around checks, like check the nose strut and see, oh, it's in a new condition. That might change once we fly, and stuff like that. Since the new features haven't been implemented yet, which is why Fenix is a little bit careful on its advertising this plane as already completely compatible. Like if you buy the, A320 series right now, they don't even have mention of the new Microsoft 2020 version, which I think makes sense. Yes, all they did so far is really make sure that it runs, at least. I'm not even sure if they utilize the new flight model that Microsoft Flight Simulator offers, where it's able to work with more physics parameters to make a more realistic flight dynamic experience, right? But let's step inside where everything is how we left it. Look, I even have my old, background photo. That's a 737. Good. It's free. Oh, it's frozen. Okay, for some reason. All right, it might not be perfect yet. This is very highly experiment. I can't move. Stop response. Okay, it's back. All right, that took a while. That just froze for a minute. Yeah, some people have said that they've experienced a few issues with smoothness. I mean, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 runs super well on my system, even though I'm running this on a relatively old RTX 3080. With the new release, I definitely thought I had to upgrade to a 4080. But I don't think I need to do that at all right now because it's all running so well. Even with the Fenix, it's running relatively fine. Now, I'm no A320 pilot. In fact, I have no idea what I'm doing here making this video. All right, and it's frozen. Camera's frozen again. Also tipping. Oh, the lower sunshade doesn't come. Oh, come on. But the fact that, the circuit breakers are actually almost, now completely functional, isn't it? It's just amazing. Come on. It's frozen. Okay, it's having a few minor issues. Yeah, okay. The camera is a little bit broken for me right now. Come on. Yeah, okay, now it's back. Now it's able to start. Yeah, let's maybe test the circuit breakers. This is the primary flight display. It comes back now. All right, let's see if we can sabotage the primary flight display now. Pull. Yeah, that breaks. That's gone. That's gone for us. That's exactly what I wanted to see. So functionality-wise, everything is still there. Just a few minor bug fixes. We can check out one of the best cabins ever. Come on. Oh, look at that. That still works. A bit of a problem is that we can kind of walk through walls right now. Come on, come back. All right, you have to kind of press escape so much that it comes back to life. Now it's gone again. There we go. You have to, there you go. Now it's back. That's funny. Oh, it stopped working again. It stops working every 5 seconds. That's a bit worrying. All right, let's turn on this airplane right here. APU bleed is already on. Let's turn on the fuel pumps now to get engine started. There you go. Look at that. Beautiful. We've got N2 compressor coming up, and so this airplane is starting up indeed, and we can hear the wonderful sound. Please Don't mind the currents that will be sucked in any minute. That's healthy for the engines. Aids digestion and stuff. Okay, the camera freezes all the time, actually. That's quite annoying. Come on, stop doing this. Stop, it's frozen again. Okay, now it's back. All right, now engines are started up. Let's go ahead and start taxiing finally. And yes, the airplane taxis very nicely. A little bit of drift there in the nose landing gear. It's now time to taxi down the taxiway, which is hilariously small. And now we've entered snow. Slightly there's no snow animate. Now we're drifting in the snow. I'm not sure why there's no snow animations. I guess the particle system is something that Fenix has to also do. Although I'm not sure how often you're going to take the A320 out for a ride in the snow. And take a look at those beautiful trees while taxiing by. All right, time to line up. And we're in for another ride in the snow. God damn it. Time now to take off. Very good. Yes, full power, toga takeoff, all as well. Now, once again, I'm not anyone to judge right now how realistic the simulation is. Feels pretty good, but like it almost seems as though this airplane came out for the Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, right? It seems pretty perfect. And that was barely a takeoff. We took off without flaps, which isn't probably very smart. Put that landing gear up right here, and look at this beautiful modeling. It's crazy how far Flight Simulator has come. I mean, see, what I'm always a big fan of is these brushes here. You can also see them here in the spoilers, for example, as well. See how each individual bristle here is animated. Oh, we're crashing into a mountain. That's scheisse. Oh, and it seems as though the Fenix simulation has kind of broken the... Oh, wow. We've got a primary flight display in the marketplace. That's refreshing.
Word map screen.
And also, there's like this narrator voice.
Custom. Word map location. Press minus sign.
Okay. I don't know how to turn it off, but I think it's hilarious. So I'm not going to turn it off. Let's try a landing here. Of course, St. Bartholomew. Of course, we're going to do something stupid.
28.
28. Let's see if we can easily spawn into a ready-to-fly state in the air, which works. Or might not. Come on, system, start up. Uh-oh. But that's never really worked very well, did it? Come on, Fenix. Please get that cockpit running now. We kind of need it for a landing. Panel stay up. Sometimes you need to, like, double press on the iPad here. Come on, yes. Ready. Yes, activate. Okay, no magic on the cockpit. That still doesn't work. Once again, this is very experimental. Let's get that landing gear down right now, which works. Yes, it does work. And see the beautiful modeling here of the landing gear bay. I mean, just judging by how well the landing gear is simulated, I think they have no trouble at all doing a walk around integrations, you know? Shut up. All right, all is looking good, but so far performance is actually pretty good. I mean, my computer doesn't have to render the instrument, okay. But other than that, I don't have any FPS problems at all. Some people complain about it, but no worries here. Okay, now it's time to come in for a landing. Runway's down there. This is your time to shine. By the way, almost forgot, we of course need to pull out the new embedded flight control replay, which is now included in the Microsoft Flight Sim. Shut up.
$alt text.
Shut up. Yeah. Time to shine. Yes. Come on, all the way, power into the engine, reverse thrust, and it works without any issues. And you can see the beautiful spoilers here come out. Don't crash into this. Oh, what a... Okay, I mean, we stopped. That's the start. All right, the replay mode is a little bit broken with the Fenix A320. For some reason, the landing gear comes up. I don't know if this is an issue with flight control replay or if this is an issue with Fenix, but this is like ghost landing gear. This is kind of magical now. Yeah, so landing replays. I'm glad this wasn't like a butter landing that's like worth taking a look at. Yeah.
Mein Menü. Free flight.
Shut up.
Word map screen.
I think it's very interesting to see how much workload it actually will be for developers to, you know, port their airplanes. I mean, we can run Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 airplanes relatively well in the new version as well. Like, I've just, you know, put the PMDG 7376 into the community folder, and it kind of works. Look! Take a look at us walking around the 737-600, which works all right. And it's funny to see how low the 737 really is. I mean, you have to kneel to do a walk around, which can get very funny. Twerk, twerk. Do you know what I mean? Now, yes, of course, you can't do any pre-flighting here. So yeah, and in fact, they might have to do some texturing work to improve the landing gear. Now, once again, to get inside of this airplane, we can't use the doors. We have to press Shift and C, which spawns us inside of the PMDG 737. And you can see this airplane fires up alive. The electronic flight bag works. All the warning lights seem to work. Yes, that comes on alive. And even here, there's the issue of the flight sim freezing the camera for some reason. Something else that doesn't work at all is changing the brightness of the screens. They are very low. Come on. Dim. All right, that stays low then. In fact, I can't even change the brightness of the flight management computer here. Although that works, FS actions, we can, you know, open doors. Look at that. That works okay. We can actually fly this plane. Only thing is the brightness of the screens don't work. It's interesting to see then, yeah. Out of the box, these planes are kind of almost compatible with some minor tweaks having to be done. So as compatibility-wise, just running these planes kind of seems to work already, but, you know, to use all the features, developers definitely have to do some work. Work that they're definitely doing right now. It's really just a question of, will the flight simulator community be willing to pay for all those new features? I have no idea. I just want to say huge kudos to Fenix for working on this kind of free of charge at the moment. So yes, I can't wait to dive into some Microsoft 2020 classics in the VATSIM, which has now been, you know, cleared as compatible with Microsoft 2024 as well, and do some beautiful fightings. I can't wait for the future. The 737-600 just crashed though. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow as always. Good night. And a special thanks goes out to my members, my supporters. Guns Killer, R27, James Duram, That Dude, Anime Gods of Gaming, Derek, Insider Plane, Nishijitsu Finder, Professional Jamal, Ryland Williams, and New the York. You've got beautiful names.